Hey everyone, we are back with some more Metaphor ReFantazio. Or 14 now? I'd just like to start by saying I'm sorry if you can hear my fan in the background. It is boiling hot in the UK, so I've got a fan blowing on me. But yeah, if I didn't have this fan I would not be able to stream. Yeah, we are on the path to Port Realhaven. So I think for today we'll spend our time with Hulkenberg.
Well met.
Dolly, you've come at the perfect moment. It's my Twitch not starting. Oh yeah, it is. Stupid bloody website says I'm not live, and that did not refresh the right. Do I? Thing. Why is Twitch so buggy? So annoying. But either way. Yeah, so I was just thinking I'd ponder some battle strategies over my game board, an abstract game of military tactics, you see? Care to indulge me in a round? Raise wisdom? Yeah, let's do it. Let us begin. I should give and expect no quarter, shall we?
If so...
If that's how you plan to make your advance, then... What are they doing, like a game of chess, or... What is that? I can't make any more moves, that's the match. Oh. I learned quite a bit from that match. I believe we would both benefit from continued practice. This game affords me the opportunity to visualize strategies. What else? All on my own. What if an enemy came at me from such an angle? How would I retaliate? And so on and so forth.
I'd say...
I once failed in my duty to protect His Highness the Prince. At that time I was but a novice, a new addition to the Royal Guard. I lacked the experience needed to properly assume the role.
That's why.
It's for that reason that I now train both my body and mind so thoroughly, as I have vowed to never let such a thing occur once again. I would choose that's impressive.
Right.
Your dedication is impressive?
No.
Perhaps, but 'twould be more accurate. 'Twould be more accurate to say that I am trying to attain perfection rather than implying I have already achieved it. That said, 'tis quite the pleasure to speak so freely with you. I find comfort in knowing that I may share my feelings with a compatriot. If we find success in this endeavour and create a country where all can truly live equally, I hope to serve as a knight captain, passing down what knowledge I can to a new generation. I will speak not just of tactics, but of all my experiences on this journey, my victories and of course my failures too. And in doing so, I would see the Royal Guards elevated to new heights, I hope. I would choose that's a great plan.
Well,
I'm on board?
yes.
Well, should such a starry-eyed wish come true, I shall tell them much of you, our captain. Such a position is certainly not one most could adapt to, much less succeed in, given the circumstances of our fight. And I must say you wear the role well. 'Tis hard to believe it's your first foray into such responsibility. Perhaps you've a natural talent for it. Though to call it talent is a disservice. No, whatever higher calling you have, I can only be as I am now because of you. You honour me. Such praise from a knight is quite an honour.
True.
'Twas you and Gallica that set the cogs of this journey in motion. I think there's some significance to you being the captain, in my humble opinion. You have my gratitude. After crossing proverbial swords with you, I feel that I am one step closer to realising my dream. But my wisdom grows. Lovely.
Alright.
Okay. Getting close to level 3 wisdom. Now then, shall we continue our discussion on tactics? There were some blunders you can avoid next time. For example, when a piece moves here, you should. And they carry on. Yeah, dueled on the board.
The party sets off from Martira. As they watch the setting sun sink under the horizon, their gauntlet runner arrives in a land grown thick with trees. The wildlife retreats to safety before the sunlight fades, leaving only deafening silence. The anticipation that follows a journey's beginning swells in their hearts.
Okay. Got night time. Oh, around the campfire.
Oi!
Hey, have you heard there's a bath cask on the back deck now? I've heard enough whinging about not being able to bathe, so I whipped something up. It's not elegant, but it will do the job. No doubt it would shake too much to use while travelling, but it should be lovely to enjoy a soak when we're stopped.
Speaking of,
I've heard that in certain regions, fruits and grasses are added into bathwater to relieve exhaustion and strengthen the body. Should you encounter such items, perhaps you ought to consider a purchase. Thanks to Norris, you can now use the bath cask on the back deck. Not only can you acquire mag by using it, but you can also add various bath salts to the water to improve your abilities. Okay?
The breeze feels nice.
But
I can tell you're feeling stronger these days, but it's still too dangerous to go outside at night. Yeah, let's go take a bath.
All right then.
Can I? Is it just rear deck?
Let's go.
Yeah, it is. Go to the rear deck.
hey
Does
there.
this make up? Oh, it does. Now I'm going to spend time with Stroll tonight.
All right then.
Go
Let's
back
go.
to the main deck. Hello, Mr. Stroll.
Hey.
Are you looking for something to do? My weapons are as sharp as they're going to get, and I'm not up to much. Care to keep me company for a while? Yeah? Let's do it. Okay.
That reminds me.
First Hulkenberg, now Heisme. Having more reliable comrades at your side never hurts, but it's too early to celebrate considering it's Luis that we're up against. As much as I hate to say it, there's no denying he's still the strongest mage out there. He has powerful allies too.
What's more?
He's surrounding himself with powerful allies? Right. Beyond Zorba, he has no shortage of servants all too happy to forge his path, but none of them hold a candle to Luis himself. Remember that human corpse at the cathedral? They say he defeated it all by himself. Not to mention we have the royal magic to contend with. To put it bluntly, we don't stand a chance in a frontal assault.
Oi!
Oh, but don't misunderstand, I'm only pointing out how difficult it would be for us as we are now. If we pulled our powers, we may be able to surpass him. Nothing is impossible, that's what I've come to believe since I met you, since you awakened your first power. Cool.
Alright.
Imagination up. That's getting pretty close as well to leveling up. And they chill out for the rest of the day. I think for the next few days until we
Time
get
marches
to
on,
Brewhaven,
and the
it'll just be
age of a
spending
new
time
king
with
draws
allies.
nearer.
Which ain't too bad. I think we're going to spend time with Hulkenberg. Next,
That reminds me.
we'll arrive in the Ocean City the day after tomorrow. Heisme, you've erected a tent up above, haven't you? Do take care that you don't get carried off by the wind. I'm confident it will take more than that to pull the tent apart, though I suppose some caution is warranted.
Speaking of,
Worst case scenario, you've got wings. You could just fly back to us, no? My young friend, where did you hear UG are capable of flight? I hate to disappoint, but they're rather more for gliding. Ah. Okay. We've really gotten used to all this travelling, don't you think? Hello, Miss Hulkenberg.
well met.
You've come at the perfect moment. I was just thinking I'll ponder some battle strategies over my game board, an abstract game of military tactics, you see. Care to indulge me in a round? Yep, let's do
All
it.
right.
Let's do it.
Yes.
Considering the current flow of the battle. Oh, hello. It was an even battle, but within the span of one turn, I suddenly found myself cornered. Come now, it is too early in the battle for so sullen an expression. If your foe mobilizes a large force, then surely an opening may be found.
What should we do?
Your enemies marshal their full might to breach your defenses, all while leaving their own base wide open. How do you respond? I balance offense and defense.
if so,
Simultaneously attack the enemy's base while maintaining my own guard. It will be quite the challenge to fight my pieces face to face, but the situation is simply unavoidable if you want to capitalize on the opportunity to seize the enemy's stronghold.
now
Lovely.
then,
Wisdom up. Yay. Knowledgeable. Lovely.
Wisdom.
Wisdom. Yeah.
Wise. Well then.
Ooh, do you understand now? If so, show me with your next move. Hulkenberg and I dueled on the border, yeah.
Nura
This is
speaking.
This is Nuris. I've got something on the old girl's radar, so we'll be taking a short stop. Oh, what's he got?
The city ruins come to view. This place once flourished through the excavation of magla crystals by migrant workers. The work was hard, but the miners were hardy and spirited, and the promise of riches lured many here. In its time, it may have rivaled Brylehaven. However, the promise of strong magla drew forth the humans. As tragedies climbed, it became a ghost town.
Oh.
Now only the threatening glimmer of the crystals remain. And with the promise of abandoned riches followed the thieves. For some reason, though, they all seem to scurry home empty-handed, gripped by fear.
Right. Oh, we're actually stopping by. Okay.
This is...
It's a truly harrowing sight. Look at all those crystals. Yeah, it does look crazy. Simply coming here is enough to wound the soul. A chill settles into my very bones as I consider what could have occurred here. Something wrong, lad? Did the gauntlet runner get the best of your stomach again?
No.
No, sorry, I was just reminded of something unpleasant. Are you okay?
Everything okay?
Right.
Yeah, sorry to cause you any concern. I know what destroyed this village, I have no doubt about it. This is the work of a human. Indeed, the scars left upon this place differ from the traces left behind by monster attacks or acts of war. Right, I don't know if the magla crystals are what attracted the humans here or if the attack caused them, but my hometown will eventually.
You...
Stroll? I'll make no assumptions about what runs through your mind, but I would ask you to recall the time when we cut down the human at a Gars Hall and saved all those lives within.
That's why.
Do not allow your thoughts to dwell on negativity. The day will come when both this place and your homeland will flourish once again.
Yeah.
Oh, those are nice words. Yeah, I suppose you're right. I feel like coming face to face with the cruel decline of the village has deepened my wisdom.
Alright.
Lovely, yeah. Question mark.
Hey!
My stomach sends notice our next meal is overdue. Why don't we head back? So I guess Norris can read the room when he wants to, huh?
So,
Let's put this place behind us.
Here.
By the by, I made another drawing. This picture will bring viewers no joy, but is an important sight to document nonetheless. City ruins drawing. Okay, give that to me,
As the sun
Maria,
sinks
sometime.
below the horizon, the Gauntlet Runner arrives in a land dense with trees. The glow of the Gauntlet Runner pierces the dark, warmly enveloping them in its light.
Okay. So today we will spend time with Mr. Heisme.
Ah, it's you.
Hello there, I've got altogether too much time on my hands. What say we take a little rest and talk a moment? No trace of enemies around, by my eyes. Peaceful for now, which means we get to have a little break. By recalling in the past, imagination, yeah. Okay. Hello, Heisme.
Good grief.
Goodness, time to bid farewell to Martira, isn't it? I can't help but feel a connection to that place. The village from which I originally hail is not far from Martira. The air there agrees for my skin more than Grand Trads. It's nice and quiet.
That's right.
Yes, on this subject in particular, we are in full agreement. Speaking of which, where is your hometown? I've heard before that you received this mission from the hidden village, where His Highness the Prince resides. Alright, my apologies, I didn't mean to ask with such carelessness. Your tribe faces even harsher prejudice than the Ujif. I'll not pry if you'd rather not discuss it. There are none alive who wouldn't want to forget certain aspects of their past, myself included. But if that truly the case, then perhaps it is not one's past that defines their character, but what they do in the present and the future. If we were to all face the future together, then perhaps someday we could find ourselves living in a world resembling the one from that novel you carry. Wow.
All right.
Some wise words from Heisme. That should be going into wisdom, to be honest. I'm glad to have such an opportunity to converse. If a good night's rest evades you, then I will keep you company in its stead. Blimey. Hey, Heisman and I talked for a while. Yeah.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
19th. Okay.
Quite.
The salty yet strangely refreshing aroma of seawater is already upon us. At this rate, we shall reach Brillhaven by tomorrow. Seawater? I thought so. The air feels a lot more clammy, so I assumed that's what it was. And so we put the forest behind us at long last. That must mean that we're already ventured beyond where that cliff collapsed, barring passage.
I see.
It would seem it was fixed without a trace of its ruin. And speaking of ruin, Nurus, do remember that we are relying on you for safe passage the rest of the way. Yeah, remember that, mate.
That reminds me.
Nurus said the waters around Brillhaven are kinda strange. I'm curious what he meant by that. I don't think we're gonna spend time with anyone today. We're just gonna read some books. Let's see. I wanna read Bygone Days. Yeah. Gains tolerance, okay. Though sparse and objective, the world still managed to vividly depict the endearing qualities of a small child. He writes of the day his son took his first steps, the first words his son spoke, a time his son nearly ripped his ears off, climbing all over him. Of worrying about his son not eating his vegetables, of his son refusing to stop crying at night, of being so exhausted he'd fall asleep in places without realising it. I see being a parent brought him lots of struggles, but even more than that, it brought him joy. A warmth arises inside, tolerance improved, lovely jubbly. Still more to left. Yeah, that's fine.
Sighted!
Enemies coming our way, or so I thought. Looks like it's that Missy's Gauntlet Runner coming for us this time.
Hey!
Oh, Katerina. Hey, you lot, yeah, on the Gauntlet Runner over there. You're not becoming king on my watch.
Hurry up!
I've got a short fuse, you know, and if that means you don't come out right now, kaboom. So the young miss says, I'm hoping you lot are willing to act? Yeah, of course.
Certainly.
Wait, they're coming on board at the other end? Well, now we have to accept their challenge. Yes, we do.
It's you! So we meet again!
Oh, thank God.
Maybe you got the better of me last time, but you're about to get some payback.
Give me a break, lady. Ever heard of learning from your mistakes? Sorry, but we don't intend to lose either.
Ooh, big talk. Well, I'm willing to rewrite my record if that's what it takes to be queen. My people are suffering as we speak. Who's gonna save the Parapus if I don't give it all I've got? I promised them all I'd become queen. You're all decent people, got nothing against you, but I'm not holding back.
Try a
Yeah,
bit
no
of
problem.
this. Let's have a spot of inventive ingenuity.
What the hell? Nurus.
Looks like you've gotten stronger.
Assassin!
Right,
So have
let's
I'll
steal
take
from her.
this. Sorry.
A tech
Why,
hand.
hello there, treasure.
Okay.
The power of
All we've got is light damage. Which is fine.
of light.
270. Bloody hell. Okay.
Last chance
I'm all
to give
prepared.
up.
What can we do? Medium magic fire damage. Ice thunder.
Maybe there's a better. Let's go.
Okay, so let's do fire.
Burn.
Oh, he's weak.
Observe the enemy.
That's
Lovely.
your Captain.
Okay. So let's
Pierce through them.
heavy rush. 289.
Let us clean up this mess. Assassin!
Okay. Lurking Nightblade. Yeah, let's try it out.
Some darker arts.
Ooh, 265.
Why are you so strong, damn you? But this is where the real fight begins.
Oh, sure.
Get ready to get stomped. You'll feel this one!
Nice dodge! You've got some fancy footwork, Stroll.
Was that it?
Are you prepared? Oh, holy light!
Oh, okay.
I'll show you. Come forth, royal soul.
Where's your weakness? Magic! That's your opening, Captain.
You are good.
Right, heavy
I'll
rush.
run you through.
And that's the end of Katarina. Lovely jubbly.
No. Why? Why?
What an easy fight.
I trained so much for this. This isn't supposed to happen.
Soothing sweet one. Oh, thank you.
Good. 'Tis done.
Okay.
Not bad at all.
Good level ups. Magic up to
Excellent.
30.
I've grown more powerful.
64 popularity. Wow.
I've lost.
Damn, I lost again. If I could just beat you, I'd ask you to join me, but that power of yours is really something. But don't you rest easy, because I will win next time. Start preparing now, you got that? Why doesn't she join us? Katarina, cheer up. Who's this?
Yeah?
I saw your runner, so I followed you. You're as tough as they say. You Doricas? Who do you think I am exactly? Pardon me, I know perfectly well you're the great Katarina Gran. Everyone here knows. In fact, all their hopes are pinned on you. Oh, bloody hell.
Oh,
Are all these people migrating to find work, even though it might kill them in the end? What other option do parapists like them have? It might be dangerous, but you've got to break some eggs to make an omelette. Wow. Eudoricus, wait, take this and see if you can't stop everyone from leaving for now.
Hey.
Good news, you lot. Katarina has made a generous donation. Oh, thank you. Now we can eat for once. Oh, wow.
listen to me.
Listen, everyone. I know these times are trying, but this kind of work ain't the answer. If you can hold out just a little longer, I swear I'm going to set things right for us. Hey,
Well
she
then.
might do it. There we are. We believe in you. They really shouldn't. I earned that money slaying a monster just a few days ago. It was meant to be the start of my royal campaign fund. It's a small price to pay for helping out my people, but it will last them, what, a few weeks at most? They'll be heading out to find work again in no time. Yeah, that does suck. I just can't fathom dying to earn a living, and the fat cats are all too happy when the parapists take them up on it.
I'll make it
When
happen.
I'm in charge, first thing I'm gonna do is offer bounties for their bloody heads. They squeezed us dry, so I'll squeeze them right back. Is money the answer? I got no clue myself, but I had to try something.
But
Even now, tons of those people aren't gonna survive, and I can't tell people who aren't eating today to wait until tomorrow while I think of something. I was just lucky, you know. I had the strength to push through and survive. The truth is, most people don't have that kind of strength. They need someone to provide it for them.
that's why.
You should know better than most. Those who can act, gotta take action. If they don't, nothing in this bloody world's gonna change. It'll stay as rotten as it is. So many say there's nothing to be done, but they only say that because the parapists are right where they want them, beneath everybody.
It just ain't
They
right.
couldn't have the parapists start doing well for themselves. That would shake up the shoddy ground they're standing on. They like this twisted world just as it is. Let's change things.
Sure.
That's exactly what I plan on doing, Dollar. And with anyone able to take the throne, now's the time to do it, which means I can't just hand it to you either.
Thanks.
Much obliged, Dollar. We may be enemies, but I like having these talks. I'm not as powerful as I need to be, but still, I reached out to the recruitment center and we should be seeing bigger rewards from bounties. Go check on it. We gotta keep taking those monsters down. We'll beat this world into peace together. Katarina's indignation towards the world's absurdities, as well as a deep faith in me. Oh, nice. Oh, oh yeah, she has the brawler archetype, doesn't she?
A new
Rank up to rank 3, lovely.
I'm not letting anyone die.
We've unlocked the pugilist. Okay, and bounty bonus. Fattens the purse of bounty rewards at each city's recruitment center. Oh, that's nice. Oh, I wonder what the pugilist does. Haha, next time I see you, I'm taking you down for sure, so don't go dying on me. Yeah, I won't. Definitely not.
As the shadows are stretched to their limits before darkness takes them, the Gauntlet Runner arrives in a balmy wetland. Nocturnal creatures who lay dormant beneath the fens in the light rise to seek out their prey. Meanwhile, the party rests their weary souls,
Yeah, we need some
fatigued
rest.
by the long journey, under the protection of the Gauntlet Runner.
It was such a simple fight with Katarina. Kinda surprised. Looking forward to seeing what kind of place Brillhaven is. Right, what is this? I have to go to item. I think we've got a tech hand. What's it used for? Yeah, it's for brawler. Of course it is. That's for merchant. Okay. Do you want to see this? Yes. Besides physical attacks, it excels in crit hits and focuses on maintaining a vicious, deadly offense. It's got surprise upset, stunned more easily in overall combat, deals medium physical strike damage to one enemy, 68 HP. Bloody hell. And you've got high voltage, increased critical hit rate, physical pierce damage, another passive, increased critical hit rate, and mortally wounded. Increases strike attack by 20%, and enemies cannot critically hit wielder. Well, when's my next skill getting unlocked? Rank 11. Okay. While attack, defense, or hit evasion are buffed, recover a significant amount of MP every time. Okay. Increases strength and hit rate of synthesis. Hold on. Then we've got what? Ooh, archetypes to go off this. We need to get assassin to rank 10. Oh wow. Or just wizard to 20, but Gallica needs to be rank 8. But damn. That is quite a lot. Anyway, today we are spending time with Miss Hulkenberg.
Well met.
I'm settling a stranger to travelling, but I've no idea how to spend idle hours. If the idea appeals, might we talk a bit? Yep, let's do it. I was very taken with the sandworm dish. It is incredible that pairing the unique ingredients of Martira with Port City spices could result in something so divine. When two dissimilar things that would never meet cross paths, an unexpected synergy can occur. Put that way, could not the same be said of our powers? That's a good example.
Got it.
I knew you'd understand, as only one who has eaten of the same salmon dish could. You know how sometimes when the powers within us resonate together, they can erupt into a move we'd never have conceived of prior? Perhaps the interweaving of these various diverse powers is what we call a miracle.
Hail!
The hero kings of yore fought alone and were ultimately beaten. I feel the possibilities available to us as we fight together far outstrip theirs. Choosing to engage with the unknown when you encounter it can bring about the power to change the world. Now I'm really looking forward to the next city. Well,
Now then.
okay, so imagination. Hey, level up. Visionary now.
Imagination. Wise.
It's getting it's getting late, but not imaginably so. What say you? Oh, they're gonna stay up and chat. Okay, you should be arriving at Brillhaven now.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Are we here?
Hello? Hello, Mr. Captain. Rise and shine, what? Almost there.
Not good.
Haven. It's been a while.
You've been before.
My parents took me once when I was a boy. I remember the day we arrived, and waking up to the smell of the ocean. The place was crowded beyond belief. Everything was so different from our hometown in the countryside.
I felt much the same when I reached the royal capital. Quite a sight compared to my little village, with naught but fields and mountains.
To be sure. And where are you from, Hulkenberg?
You cannot guess? Surely Montario in the east. Why, the Hulkenbergs are one of that nation's most prominent aristocratic houses, if not foremost among them.
You don't say.
Well, yes. Though I've no close relationship with my parents. I've hardly seen them since I left home.
I see. Suppose we've all come a long way, haven't we?
Yeah, definitely.
Seems we'll make it to the exhibition just in time.
With a master at the helm, you were bound to, eh?
I really hope Joanna shows up.
We resolved to trust her. So we simply watch and wait.
Right. Everyone set and steady? Welcome, ladies and gents, to the coastal crown jewel, Port Brilehaven.
I'm excited to see this.
Port Brilehaven, capital of the Principality of Oceania, the western annexed state of Uchronia. A vivacious city, Brilehaven is port of call to ships of both trade and war, bustling with hardy sailors. From the natural wonders caused by Magla to the Colosseum's contests of strength, people flock here to see the marvels of a city that never sleeps.
Jesus Christ.
The sea guides the gauntlet runner into the city, alongside a warm, salty breeze.
Oh, hello.
Wow!
Enemy time.
It's the ocean! Just look! There's water all the way to the horizon!
It's kind of like the capital, but totally different.
Yes. The City of Water.
Jesus Christ.
Brilehaven.
Looks really cool. Do you have to get around by boat, or you just running?
Sancta Cadeau, you've brought us quite a magnificent head. How do you think it'll stack up against your competitors?
With the warrior monks at my side, there is nothing we cannot accomplish. But I won't presume to know the rankings. I humbly leave it in God's hands.
Oh, right. Ain't this the guy we beat up earlier in the
Lineup's a
game?
bit conventional for my taste so far.
Pretty sure it is.
Oh, here comes our mysterious little underdog now. Stir things up a bit here, will you?
Will do. No problem with that. God, these gunners look so cool.
Ah, would you look at these spectacular gauntlet runners? They must all be worthy of kings.
Looks like Luis is still the only one with a sky runner, though.
No, I'm sure those blasted clergymen have some mechanism for it too. The Sanctist Church funded the Skyrunners to begin with. If you can call that flying, of course. All just piffling about with levitation magic. Only a passing acquaintanceship to real aerodynamics.
I wonder if later on in the game we'll unlock the ability for our gauntlet runner to fly.
Birds have never needed
Most
magic
likely,
to fly.
right?
Just the mechanical ingenuity of the feathered wing. That's the kind of breakthrough I'd like to make. You'll see, eh? One day, I'll make those wings reality, and we'll soar like birds.
I'm looking forward to it.
I'm looking forward to it.
Good.
That's what I said.
I'll have you run in the sky with me. Mark my words.
If it isn't the pretentious little gallant and his cronies.
Oh, hello, Goth. Boy.
If it isn't the walking headache. Well. No head to be seen. Weren't you talking big about chasing down that Heismay fiend?
You're referring to me, yes?
You're the man. This is a joke, is it? He's your great and terrible bounty.
You know there's still time to drop out before you humiliate yourself in front of the masses.
Say what you wish. He is one of us. 'Tis not his head we are offering.
Truly? You're allied with a wanted criminal.
He's not wanted,
Are you
you
all
donut.
mad? Oh, your public humiliation will be quite a sight. Come, Hector.
And that was?
A candidate and one of Luis's henchmen. We don't exactly see eye to eye.
Confound it. No damn parking spaces left. Well, let's look for somewhere a bit less unpleasantly populated.
Okay. Oh yeah, I forgot Hazme wasn't with us. And we thought him
Tomorrow's
nosy.
finally the exhibition to present all the heads. I really hope Joanna shows up.
You needn't all sleep here tonight, you know? I can stay and wait for the cavalry. Got to give the old girl a tune-up anyway, don't I?
Oh, that's nice.
'Tis much appreciated. In that case, we should look for an inn about the city. Ah, and we must sample the local delights. They've far better seafood than in the capital.
Oh, I can't wait.
I can't wait.
To stop for rest, surrounded by fine food, is an uncommon blessing.
Yes, it is.
If you're sure, Nearest, then we'll leave it to you. Me, I long for a proper bed.
Well, of course he does.
So be it. Let's find ourselves some lodging.
Okay, let's do it. Now we get to explore the city.
Really?
We came all this way to a big city. I think we deserve a real inn.
This is a joy!
Okay, so from here,
Blooming heat.
All right, then.
I went ahead northwest.
Yeah? Hey, mister.
Shut up.
Hello,
The Calm Ferryman.
need a ride?
Anywhere you want to go. I'll go to the Anglers Inn Square Inn District.
Good choice.
Yeah, hop on.
Say,
Okay, so we've got 3 inns on the map. God, look at that face.
whoa!
You can really see the king's face from here, huh? I'd realised 'twas slowly moving, but its coming to Brillhaven was beyond my expectations. I wonder why it came.
Yes.
I do suspect it keeps a watchful eye on the top candidates. It's evident that we're being observed, as we've seen from the Coronation Rock.
Well,
But maybe that's actually for the better. Seeing that thing in the sky might make everyone really think about the kingdom's future.
okay then.
Anyway, we'd better get to finding an inn that we can stay in. Okay,
Ridiculous.
let's go to each
What do
one.
I do?
Check them all out.
My.
Well, first. Can I not just go in? What's the problem? Who do I got? How do I need to talk to you? Milo.
What is it you require?
You there. You have a look about you like, well, one of my supporters, are you? No need to be shy, dear boy. Finding yourself drawn to beauty is only natural after all. Yet wait, I have no idea who you are.
Yeah.
Beauty is all, is my creed, and more than anything, a king should be beautiful, should he not? And whichever inn I choose for my beauty rest must be worthy of my resplendent grace. Yes, like this golden coral pavilion. Alas, I doubt you have been blessed with wealth enough to enjoy a room at such a lavish place as this. This guy's a jerk. I wouldn't want to stay in an inn full of people like him anyway. Oh, okay. So I guess we're not checking out.
Blooming heat.
Lena, you're the one who gave that speech in Martira. Guess we were both able to make it here safely to Brillhaven. Were you planning to stay at this inn? Unfortunately, there aren't any beds left. Ah. Because of the exhibition, everyone's full up. And after I told myself I was going to make sure to stay somewhere nice this time too.
I see.
But so, if this place is no good, we'll have to look for somewhere else. Okay. But wait, that gauntlet runner of yours. The one you had parked in the middle of Martira. It had a more powerful chassis than mine. Tell me, what sort of technology does it use? It's a secret.
What?
I was stingy and here I was going to tell Dad about it. You know, right, I'm a competitor too and I'm very proud of my gauntlet runner. That means that if you're stubborn and refuse to tell me, I can make you do it by force. Yeah, okay, mate. Okay, we only got one more. Loveless.
Hey!
Look who's here. You're that elder fella from Mortira, ain't ya? Guess we both got ourselves marks for the exhibition. Were you hoping to stay at this inn? Sorry to disappoint you if so, because I just got tossed out of my ear by the innkeeper. Said it's already full and the one calling itself the come one. Come all in, with some joke. Is there anywhere else to stay? There's 2 other inns nearby, but I'm hardly thrilled with either option. On the other side of the fountain is the Golden Coral Pavilion, where knobby wankers like Thornton stay. A Parapus or an elder staying there? Fat bloody chance. And there's an inn past the Golden Coral, but that one's twice as pricey. Rumours say that's where you'll find Luis, naturally. Probably bought out the whole place for his rabble-rousing crew.
I guess.
You think so? Guess we'd better avoid that one then. Not like we could afford it to begin with. As far as other options go, there's the Spider's Den over by the tavern. There's a dodgy looking Yuji standing up front, smiling all creepy like. Puts me right off staying there, so I'll pass. Besides, who needs an inn when there's a tavern? From this day on, I claim it as my castle.
Huh?
I doubt we'd get as much sleep in a tavern. I sure wouldn't anyway. Not that his Spider's Den sounds much better. Then again, there's no way we're getting into the Golden Coral, so we might not have a choice. Should we go check it out? Yeah, I mean, we don't have a choice, do we? So, let's get going.
What do I do?
Do we need to go around this way? Yes, we do. Is that you? The wary innkeep. On the hunt for lodging, are we? Heh, I've a spare room available. I won't refuse service to anyone, and my rooms are affordable for all. Criminals, persecuted tribes? Oh no, I wouldn't dream of turning business away.
Enjoy your stay.
Feel free to have a look at the accommodations. We can discuss payment afterwards.
Kind of.
This place really
freaky.
seems shady, but we might as well look at the room. Yeah, let's go inside.
Well, should have figured
Bloody
they'd be out
hell.
of the upper rooms with all the travellers in town.
'Tis a far cry from the runner, at least. I am full glad to stretch my legs again.
Did you see that giant bug just now? It was like the size of my head. It's gotta be poisonous.
Oh, pull yourself together. It's just a insect.
Well, listen to you. You can't have lived in a giant sandworm den and been afraid of bugs, surely.
Hence the hut.
That's why you lived in that hut.
More importantly, we must discuss tomorrow's proceedings.
Right. We meet up with Joanna, then get to the exhibition after that. Joanna will admit to the crime. The guilt of a sanctoress, especially of her status, will guilt Forden by association. That should make an impression on Luis.
Yet for all this, we need Joanna herself. Do you truly think she will join us?
Yes. We have to trust her.
We have to trust her.
She chose to offer her own head instead of the monster's. If you ask me, she'd not have done that if she didn't believe it truly was her child. At least in part. I believe she expressed genuine parental love. I want to believe that, at least.
And what if she ends up not showing up?
Then we're fucked.
I mean, you're the one who got the worst of all of this in the first place.
If it comes to that, you've still got my head for the dais. After all, the bounty still says I'm a kidnapper.
He'll really sacrifice himself.
will not sacrifice an innocent life for our victory. But your offer speaks highly of your spirit.
Yeah, it does.
Right. We've done what we can do. All that's left is to keep our chins up and face the competition head on.
Yeah, let's do it.
Too early yet to retire for the night. We could drop by one of the local pubs. Listen for what perks our ears. And while we're at it, might as well sit down to a proper supper, eh?
Yep.
Could be my last, after all.
Oh, haha, very funny. But I guess good info is important. Let's go check it out.
Yeah, let's go do it. So I think we're just going to get a ton of cutscenes now.
Without beauty?
Oh god.
What do we care for promises and speeches from repulsive mouths?
What a douchebag.
Beauty is everything, and it is time our country reflected that.
You shallow
Sounds like the
prat.
candidates have started their speeches. Let's listen in for a bit.
Yep.
With all skills and talents equal, would you see the crown atop an ugly head or a handsome one? Beauty is power. Lack one, you should lack the other.
What a
When I
douchebag.
take the throne, all the hideous will be stripped of their titles. Together, we shall build a nation ruled only by radiant, everlasting paragons of beauty.
I love you, Lord Milo! I love you forever!
Jesus Christ.
Well, he has a point about what people tend to follow.
What? This really doesn't bother you? It isn't right.
You'd rather wait for a king who was always right, then?
Enough about appearance. A beautiful face cannot win wars.
True.
Without military power, the crown's voice means nothing. When I am king, I will establish a unified nation with the Rousant tribe at its head. Our tribes.
What's he bloody screaming
our
for?
status. They mean something. You could stray from a monolith, but it will still remain. There can be no true peace without using the power we command.
Alright, chill out, man.
For Rousant pride!
What pride is there in seizing power by force? Disgraceful.
Yeah.
When I'm queen,
Oh,
all
Katerina.
the land's corrupt upper classes will be wanted men. We'll have our guillotines sharpened and our wallets open. Those who thought to tilt the world with their heavy coffers will be a head lighter. We'll split their fortunes and toast to our health.
Preach it, Katharina! You're just what this land needs!
It's a bloody scouser.
Wouldn't the first target be the one on the throne, then?
Everyone's just shouting all their ideals out.
These candidates are all pathetic.
Oh, hello.
Nobody here even compares to Lord Luis.
Luis isn't even in the running, lad. Poor Blight is afraid of losing to Sanctifex Forden.
You've got it backwards, geezer. He's just not wasting his time on these windbags.
I confess, I know not how to feel.
Hey, what's up?
'Tis unprecedented. Never before have our citizens come together in the street in broad daylight and shared their true feelings on king and kingdom.
Indeed. Is this really the kind of change His Majesty wanted? Maybe I'm overthinking it.
Let's go in. If we hang around too long here, we're bound to get dragged into a nasty argument.
Okay.
When I'm king, pleasures will rule
Oh, this
the
guy
city.
again.
A bar on every block and a flagon in every hand. All you can drink, all year round.
Woo! Next round's on Loveless!
Let fools be content with their fool dreams. Grant me the crown, and
Oh,
I will
shut
make
up,
our
emo
kingdom
boy.
powerful beyond imagining.
Most powerful? Doesn't really mean anything, does it? Aren't you another one of Luis's flunkies, hound? Stop barking and get back to your master.
True.
Always about that goddamn Luis. I've been in the guard just as long as he has, you swine.
Quite a lively crowd. Looks like a great many of them came all the way here to watch the competition.
That lad there, he's an elder, isn't he? Are you a candidate too?
Well, strike me down, you're right. Never seen one of you blokes before. Might be out of luck in the race, though. You'll not stand a chance.
Oh,
Pay
God.
him no mind. A drunk's words weigh nothing.
Wow, there are fish swimming in front of the store.
Ah, I've heard of this. 'Tis on the customer to fish up a catch, and the chefs will prepare it for eating.
I admit, I'm curious. Shall I sing a shanty for you as you take up rod
Oh,
and
don't they
reel,
do that
Captain?
in Japan? I'm pretty sure I've seen, like, when TV went to Japan, they did that on one of their IRL streams. I caught some weird creepy creature. Yeah, it does look creepy.
Is that really
Bloody
edible?
hell.
It doesn't look quite, natural.
By all means, let us try it.
Did she even look at it?
Why, tis delicious! The aroma of the sea simply floods the mouth. Ah, and what splendid crunch it has.
I guess I'll try a bite. I mean, they wouldn't let us fish up anything outright inedible. I hope.
It's a delicacy.
It's a delicacy.
That's what I
You just
said.
made that up, didn't you? Ugh. It's rather slimy for my liking.
Oh god, he's gonna puke, ain't he?
I said nothing since Hulkenberg seemed to enjoy it so much, but if you're going to eat an unknown fish, might you not at least sear it first?
Tis fine enough without, I say.
You need way higher standards, lady.
Oh, we don't get our reaction to it?
Excuse me, friends. Don't
Oh,
mean
this
to
guy.
interrupt your meal. I'm Batlin, a church crier for the tournament. Maybe you remember me.
Yep.
Sounds like you made a hell of a splash in Martira, huh? Felling a vicious beast's one thing, but not many candidates took it figuratively.
I had to do something.
With a problem like that, I had to do something.
Well, the rest of the candidates had to find themselves ahead for the lineup. Rather struck me when you all broke away from the pack so soon. So, do you have a head ready?
Well, let's see. Got a head right here, I suppose.
Lips sealed, huh? Well, I'm certainly looking forward to the exhibition then. Especially considering the diversity of your little party. I've always preferred to chase an interesting lead over a sure bet. Can't help it, I'm afraid. So, I'll have a keen eye out for you, all right?
That crier's an odd one. Not really what you'd expect from a Sanctus promoter. Who is he?
Rumor has it that young candidate hasn't brought a head. Wonder what he's playing at.
Whatever it is, he's about to get a sharp lesson in the ways of the world, poor lad.
I think he's worth keeping an eye on. Keep it under your hats, chums. But his power may rival Count Luis. I think he's just the ingredient we need to spice this race up a bit.
Oh god, what's he planning?
Right. Just got back from the pub, did you?
You wound me. Nobody trusts a radical, huh? I expect you'll see for yourself.
Oh. And I imagine they will aim to find us in our Gauntlet Runner. Norris will to be there to greet them. When the day dawns, we shall head back to the Gauntlet Runner. Yes, I think we just have to go to sleep.
Look at that.
Hey! Yeah, let's rest.
Good night.
Right, good night, Gallica.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
So hopefully Joanna turns up. Oh god, he's
The man's
pissed.
sloshed. Again.
Yeah.
What happened to waiting for our guests? You utter buffoon! Is this why you volunteered to stay behind?
Seems like Joanna and Barden aren't here yet.
Oh, I feared this might happen. And we've no other head to offer the judges. 'Tis a precarious position.
Let's all still stay calm.
Let's all stay calm, all right?
Ah! I'm going to splash some water on my face.
What?
Oh, they're here.
My sincerest apologies. I wasn't expecting anyone to come in. You see...
How did you come to be here? Explain yourself!
Is something the matter, Barden?
They were here the whole time?
I'm so terribly sorry. We heard the Gauntlet Runner had a washroom, so we thought we'd freshen up a bit. I bathed first and was resting in the back room, contemplating my final day as a Sanctress.
Sir Nuris over there very decently let us in to wash up.
I couldn't stand it, old thing. Her heart would bring any right-thinking man to tears. Could have run like a bally thief in the night, but here she is, washing away her sins. It was more than a chap could bear, I say. Needed a drop of the grape and grain just to get myself through it.
The bottle's barely any emptier. Was a drop really all it took to get you drunk?
Oh, please do not blame the poor man. Talking to him has eased my heart for the trials to come. I cannot let myself betray you and regress to my vile delusions. I only sought to atone with myself before my sins are duly punished.
I understand. Thank you for coming. Then, as we agreed, please confess before the crowd when the time comes. To be honest, I'm hesitant to turn you in now you've genuinely decided to repent. I mean, we're hardly icons of virtue ourselves. In fairness, you're a woman of status, and it'll be a big crowd. We're not looking to instigate a public stoning here. You can explain yourself freely, in your own words. We can't ask anything more than that.
Thank you. Truly, I've felt so much more at peace since last we spoke. The fog has only cleared further, giving me clarity of purpose.
A fog, huh?
Thank you for everything. I do hope you win the throne.
Thank you. I intend to.
Yes, I intend to.
Whoever the crown goes to, we're at least going to make sure it isn't used for evil.
At last, it seems our preparations are set. We need only trust that our plans will bear fruit.
Thank you all for waiting. The very first round of the
Here we
tournament
go.
for the throne, the exhibition of the brave, is about to begin. Our monarchs-to-be will now present to the people the heads they seized to demonstrate their power as worthy of the throne. At a later date, when the second round is announced, the faces on the King's Rock, that is to say, the candidates with the top 20 approval ratings, will pass the first round.
20? 'Tis a great many eliminations in but one round.
Yeah,
I was hoping we'd at least make it through the first, but it might not be that simple.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, your eyes to the lineup of all the gorgeous faces at the judges' table, starting with His and Her Highnesses of Oceania and Montario.
Oh, it's her ladyship. Lord Montario's here too, eh? And the armor on that fellow over there? A general, is he?
And of course, we have the one, the only, the people's favorite, our guest from the Sanctus Church, better known as the Miracle Saint, healer of all ills, presenting the lovely Lady Rella Cygnus!
Saint? Who's this? Someone fill me in. I've been literally living in a hole.
A brilliant healer. We've met, though a long time ago. Even as a student, she was already considered the kingdom's best in her field.
Looks like the crowd's on your side, milady. Can you give us a few words about what's on your mind as you take on the judge's mantle?
Well, I'm afraid you've rather got me on the spot. Hello, all. This city sure has, great seafood.
Great speech.
And, well, sea creatures. Fascinating, aren't they? There's so much we still don't know about them. Oh, I did hear about a legend of some monster in the eastern seas of Oceania. Imagine, the mind races. I'm hoping I can investigate those sightings while I'm here.
That's just great, Lady Rella. I'll just stop you there, clock's ticking and all that. But we're thrilled you're enjoying your stay.
What a nice shut up.
Sometimes I can hardly believe you're my sister. Still not much of a public speaker, are you?
So she's a saint?
Look at his eyes,
Well,
bloody
she
hell.
seems like a nice enough lady.
We'd better stop worrying about her and focus on ourselves. I don't see Luis anywhere, but I bet he's got eyes in the crowd.
Okay, here we go.
Now, the time has come. Let the exhibition of the brave begin! First up is a respected gentleman of the church, Guido, the head of the monk soldiers of the Crown Theocracy!
Bloody fish.
I've no taste for needless killing. Therefore, I chose a mark with meat, abundant and edible. After the judging, it will be served in a banquet for the poor.
A stand-up fellow, my good people! Strength and compassion in one package! He's got the crowd on his side right from the start! Now, is there anyone who can top this?
I can.
Oh, here we go,
And we
Golodo.
have
What do
a
you have?
challenger! Second in line is the church's direct opposition, the spearhead of Count Luis's supporters, Glodell, the Black Hound!
One look at the head and I know what you're thinking. Bit small, isn't it? Well, I can bloody well tell you I'm not like this smarmy git who fished up his dinner. I'll tell you what this is. Behold, the head of a hideous human!
That is not the head of a human.
Where's your proof?
Yes, the young sod's right. How do we know that's really a human?
What drivel? Look at the thing! You think a normal beast could have a face like this?
Probably just made the damn thing yourself.
Oh, useless as ever. Did it never occur to him that the average citizen has never seen a human?
Now,
what a
everyone, let's have a little composure, please. Candidate Glodell, we're very much obliged. You may step down. Now,
Oh, he's
on
definitely
to the
lost,
next.
so. Holy shit.
The size of that thing. Is that the monster of the Eastern Sea?
Someone took the beastie down. Who did the deed?
I'd heard tell of a monster tormenting the people of this beautiful port city.
Ah, for then.
I could do no less than grant them respite from their suffering. Such is the duty of those with power.
Who expected anything less? His Eminence Borden is simply in another class. Suddenly the critics have all gone quiet. All I hear is gratitude.
Okay, he did a good job. Reckon he's going through.
Borden's trophy is more impressive than I expected. How are we going to make a stronger impression than that?
It's fine. It's fine.
It'll be fine. If he'd gone after us, the reaction would mean we'd have been written off no matter what we presented. Let's count ourselves lucky and trust in our strategy.
Now, no dirty looks, you lot. Next is the Pagan Assassin's Prize. Let's see what head we've got now. Thank you, Candidate Julian, for that helpful, exhaustive, and I think exhausting explanation. Whew. Now, we've had quite a succession up here, but our last is coming up now. This should wrap up our show. Now, if the last candidate, the Elden Boy, would please join
Hello.
us on the stage.
That's me.
Where's their head?
Here she comes.
Your pardon. madam, but would you happen to be the Lady of Martira? Joanna, the Sanctoress?
Indeed. The head they've brought is mine.
The impudence. You dare offer an honored lady of the church before these judges?
Oh my god, shut up, mate.
This is not to be borne.
I've got something to say to you too. That you chief there. Isn't that Heismay? The same damn criminal you were supposed to be chasing?
That's the infamous Heismay. The huge chief of all things.
This. After we saved your hide on the road.
Silence! He may be a former knight, but now he's a heinous criminal who stooped to kidnapping. Anyone who claims themselves his ally should be disqualified.
Hey, Joanne, I
on the
want to
spot.
jump in there, love.
Please.
There you go.
Wait. I have something I must confess to you all.
Thank you. Here we go.
You speak of the kidnappings that terrorized my home, Martira. I am here to confess that the true culprit behind those atrocities was me. I was the caretaker of a hideous human in the basement of my castle. And to feed it, I abducted the innocent people of my own city.
What? Absurd. Speak sense, woman.
Master Heismay is innocent in all this. He was framed for crimes performed by my hand and in my name.
And I, Barden, Captain of Martira's Guard Corps, stand to vouch for all that she said.
Just so. It was this young candidate who killed that human, cleared me of the false charges, and dispelled the shadow over Martira.
Thus, here I stand. My head is his to offer.
That's... well, that's quite a turn of events. We have our head, ladies and gentlemen, and it's unlike any we've seen yet.
How is this believable? She's an imposter. She's got to be.
Of course. That, or they're putting words
my
in the poor
God.
woman's mouth. A sanctoress would never.
What will His Eminence Falden do?
The Honorable Master Godot should know whether I and my words can be trusted.
Oh, hello.
'Tis true to the last word, isn't it?
Yes, Your Eminence. Without question.
Young candidate, you have done well to bring about her repentance. Now, justice must be rendered.
Thank you.
What? Right here and now? Your Eminence, a moment!
Thank you for your concern. But I have no objections. For a sinner like me, to confess the truth to the people has already been more than I deserve. O new king, it is my hope that you will rid the world of its twisted prejudices and common cruelties. Please, lead this country armed with the truth.
Will do, Joanna.
I will. I promise.
Okay. Let's see ahead. Oh, ooh. Just like that.
Well, folks, sometimes that's just how the curtain falls. If Sanctifex Forden turned in the biggest head, then our dark horse here has certainly turned in the heaviest. What an upset, ladies and gents! Who could see this coming?
Those crazy kids have done it again.
Oh, thank you.
What a show!
$49. After the events of the exhibition, many people seem to have taken notice of me. I hope this eventually leads to saving the prince. Cool, blimey. I think it went pretty well.
Barden just departed, wishing everyone well. I suppose he aims to reach Martira before Joanna's confession does.
And Forden himself. I hardly expected the man to make himself so visible.
Likely his attempt at redirection. Keeps the blame from falling on him and the church. Can't say it didn't work, I suppose. I'm certainly not blameless in this either. It was my suggestion to make an impression by foregoing the pursuit of a monster's head in favor of a person's.
Well, that's true.
Yes, but
Nevertheless, the Lady Joanna entrusted her final wishes to us, and we mustn't betray them. It's all we can do, really.
Not bad, pups.
Oh, thank you. Oh,
You
here
were
he is.
passing on the course of a human hunt. You gave a most distinctive showing.
Oh,
I
thank
suppose
you.
you're worth introducing ourselves to. I'm Fidelio, that's Basilio. Luis's right-hand men, see?
And now you walk with a Ujif at your side. Each ally of a different tribe. Fascinating.
Better to have dependable friends than familiar ones. Something we've got in common.
Not only did you expose a failing of the Sanctus Church, but you dared to bring her alive so Forden himself could do the grisly part before all his flock.
That was not our intent.
Oh, same idea, yeah?
Yeah, it's
a
true.
real person's head gets more eyes on you than some decapitated beast. And now you're the names on everyone's lips, aren't you?
True.
Right. It worked for us.
Well said. It's quite a feat for a no-name candidate to so deftly rub Forden's face in the dirt. A wake-up call, I'm sure, for those who only know his honeyed words.
oh, Lord Luis, we really should be going.
Relax. They're in the middle of a conversation.
I like a show of strength as much as the next girl, but I do so hate violent spectacles. A view from the sky sounds so much more enchanting, don't you think?
So this is what's become of Luis. There was something eerie to him even as a lad, but I'd never expected him to reach such heights.
That's me new as a kid.
Suppose we have his attention.
Last time he told us we had to demonstrate our power first. I'd like to think that if he went out of his way to talk to us, that's something we earned.
Yeah.
Oh, loves, I've got a message from Count Luis. He says he'll be sending a messenger along soon, so stay in the city, would you?
Oh, okay. What's she
And I
gonna do?
have to say, I might not want to let you out of my sight either.
What? Huh?
Master Luis? Master Luis was just here. What happened?
Well, he just left. You weren't told?
We'd better be getting back as well.
Damn it.
Slow
What's
down.
so
Whoops. First loser.
Luis is having a go for Popeye, eh? Are you officially all flunkies in arms now, then?
It's not a done deal.
It's not a done deal.
That's what I said.
Still, tis a significant step forward. We've crossed a dangerous bridge, and the risk paid off. We have finally taken the first step in saving His Highness the Prince. If we can get the formula, then we yet have a chance of lifting the curse.
How fares His Highness, anyway? He still fights?
I took a look in the Farsight mirror a while ago. He's still asleep. But nothing's changed about his condition.
And do we know where this formula is?
No, but he's bound to keep it somewhere secret if it's evidence linking him to the assassination. Still, a formula would be useless unless it's within arm's reach for emergencies.
If it's something he'd keep close, then...
It's in his gauntlet runner.
Wouldn't that be inside his gauntlet runner?
It's as good a chance as any. Getting inside would be a pain for anyone else, including us.
He said he would send a messenger. Perhaps it would be wise to wait until we've heard his missive.
Yeah,
Good
okay.
point. Let's just wait for word then.
Oh, late night. More talking? Oh, hello.
Joanna! A backwater sanctuarist denies me my moment of triumph! She defiles the very church itself. Oh, and naturally it was an elder of all people who stood her before me. Will that benighted tribe never stop dogging my heels?
An idea occurs, Your Eminence. For the tournament's next challenge, Let us center the competition on a show of piety. Make them prove their Sanctus faith. After all, Sanctism is the state religion. It would be the barest of leaps to suggest that loyalty to the Church is loyalty to the state.
I assume you have a plan?
Altaberry's our next destination. The very seat of the faith outside the capital. I thought we might propose another hunt. This time for relics.
Ooh, I like relics.
The so-called divine relics. Those false idols the pagans consider relics of their gods.
What need does the world have for gods beyond ours? Soon, they will talk of nothing but how to win the Sanctus Church's favor. Your Eminence's influence would be sure to reach even greater heights.
And in the pagan lands, the greedier candidates will plunder and pillage for idols as they see fit. Fine footholds for our missionaries, all without getting our hands dirty. The collection of divine relics should be a spectacle held on Saint's Day. Our divine right will be undeniable. Once I take the throne, I will re-establish that these relics originally belonged to the Sanctus Church, and that they were ransacked from us in the course of history.
It's pretty ridiculous that these two are both competing for the throne, yet he's the one Forden that is like setting the challenges.
Your Eminence, on that day, I should be grateful to be honored with a proper title.
Say no more. A concession only fair for the right hand of the Sanctifex.
Ever at your service. You do not bow your head.
Oh, humblest apologies.
What troubles you, my child?
Well, my concern would be about the risks involved. Some theories suggest even the royal scepter was originally one of these relics. In the unlikely event that a divine relic were to be found to nullify the king's magic...
If such a relic existed, it would have been found long ago. You burden yourself with such fears. All you need to do is be a good saint.
Oh my god.
Smile, wave, and bless.
He makes sense though.
Rella, you are to return to the royal capital and gather the people under my banner.
Understood.
That's just bitch work.
Time marches on,
That's the way.
and the age of a new king draws nearer.
22nd Waters Day. Okay.
Hello, a word.
Hello.
Some odd blighter left a letter for you last night. Said he was Luis's man.
Oh, we've already got
Night
it.
Prowler, today, come. Bit curt if I'm honest, hardly diplomatic. Seems like this Night Prowler place is some sort of pub or club. But do you know where it is?
On the city's outskirts. Seemed fairly dingy to my eyes. I can't imagine Luis at a haunt like that.
Oh, you have to go
You think
get
it's
a
a
boat.
trap? Maybe he's caught on to us?
If he wanted to trap us, I doubt he would make it so obvious. Though that doesn't guarantee our safety there, of course.
We have little other option but to show up.
Yeah, let's
I'll
go.
hang about in the runner. Keep myself busy with tinkering. Let me know if you talk yourself onto Luis's craft, eh?
Right then. Let's be off to this Night Prowler.
Okay. Yes, we're going to the Night Prowler. I think we just...
Let's hurry.
The place should be on the edge of town, I've heard. The ferryman should know how to get there.
Oi there!
Okay. Can we jump on our sword? We can.
Hey, mister.
Here we are.
Oi!
Let's go Night Prowler. So you're the ones them brothers were talking about then. I've heard all about it, so go and hop in. Oh, what the hell? Okay. Yeah, so it's a club.
Wow, look who it is. Appreciate you coming out.
These
So
two
it was
again.
you two.
You expected us to roll out the red carpet right into our headquarters. Consider this a pre-show. Still, you really are just a kid, aren't you?
And you're one to talk?
I wouldn't go having a laugh at me big brother's expense. That's when I get to step in. Make some points for my own, like.
You are brothers. And he is the elder?
And here I thought the Magnus brothers' name was making the rounds. Shame that. It's fine. First offense and all won't kill you yet. Besides, Lord Luis has taken quite a shine to you lot. Before we let you see him, I have a question.
Oh,
I want you to think long and hard before you answer, right?
Right. Getting sinister looks from the whole pub.
What kind of king are you selling yourself to be exactly? Go on, let's have the pitch.
So I think we need to pretend to want Luis to be king. So I was going to choose, I don't want to be king.
To be honest, I don't really want to be king.
Of course you don't. If you did, we'd kill you on the spot. You're not doing yourself any favors here, are you?
Let's drop the pretenses, shall we? We were all about impressing Luis, and we've done that. You're all about results, aren't you?
You'll answer the question from me too.
Oh,
Why
God.
do you want to serve Master Luis? No lies now.
I admire Master Luis's power.
I admire Master Luis's power.
What? As an elder? Want to get a little payback on the world too, do you?
Despite having been a general, he has Parapus as some of his closest allies. That alone marks a man worth following.
Huh.
Whatever. You got some brass to you, I'll give you that much.
Oh, thank you.
Already got more accomplished than that Gladel ever did. You seem like the types to make yourselves useful.
Not many get Ardel's blessing. It's worth celebrating that. For now. You're in.
Someone like
Hey.
you should already know
We
what it's
did it.
like. The minority tribes face walls and barriers everywhere they look in society. Our greatest hope rides with Master Luis. We'll do whatever it takes to make him king, and starting today, so will you.
Okay. No problemo.
Come on then. Master Luis is waiting for you inside his gauntlet runner, the Caradrius.
And no funny business up there, yeah? Nothing gets past the King's magic, and Lord Luis is one of the top candidates. We've captured some, 10 odd assassins now? Lord Luis uses them for magic experiments and, well, you know how that ends.
Yeah, they're dead now.
We finally have access to Luis's headquarters.
It's a valuable opportunity.
Yeah, pretty easy.
Ideally,
really.
while most of our group is meeting with Luis, someone else can do a quick search inside.
Wait, me?
There's no one more suitable. Anyone else, and he'd question their absence.
You're putting a solo infiltration on my tiny shoulders?
Yes.
But fine, I'll do it.
Good, good.
Once we're in the Skyrunner, we'll assess the situation, then deal with our own tasks.
Didn't really need much convincing, did she?
Where?
So the sunset time flies by. Luis's gauntlet runner, the Caradrius, is stationed in Warship Harbour. Let's take a ferry to get us over there. Hi. Here we are. That's no place to visit after a piss up, but alright, mind yourself and climb aboard. Yeah, we're going to meet Luis now.
Incredible.
Wow, it didn't hit me until we got right up close to it, but this runner really is huge.
Hey!
Wait, over here. Keep your heads out of the clouds, will ya? Yeah, alright, mate.
Sam!
You bumpkins can fawn over the Caradrius all you want later. We won't be flying for a good while anyway. What with the soiree and all.
Huh.
Soiree? What's that? Hey, Bass, how about you don't go telling them anything they don't need to know? We aren't officially friends yet. Now follow me, I'll give you the grand tour.
Got it.
Oh, and a friendly warning, be on your best behaviour. You try anything clever, you're dead on the spot. Make a rude comment to Lord Luis, dead on the spot. Got it? Yeah, alright, no problem. Not shy about making threats, we'll stay on his good side, okay?
Seriously.
Let's not test his patience then, eh? Lord Luis is in the reception room, and you don't want to keep him waiting.
We're off.
Okay. Let's get going.
Check this out.
I'm good. Let's just get on.
Got it.
And here we are, going in.
I'm leaving.
Don't wander off until you get used to it. This place can be a real maze.
Oh, yeah?
Wow, there's so many soldiers here. I suppose we should have expected as much from Luis's stronghold. I feel like we're always being watched.
Well,
like it or not, an elder recruit is always going to stand out, but we're on the same side as all of them for now, so stand tall.
And yet...
Oi! You're not serious.
Got it.
The reception room is on the top floor. This lift will get you there. Okay, let's go up.
What in the...
What was that? Happens to everyone. Is that some sort of magic controlled locking mechanism?
Yeah?
It keeps the suspicious element out, you know? Like the bastards pretending they're grunts when they're actually assassins.
I see.
Seems like a secure system. I assume you need a key to get around.
Yeah.
Yep, there's different keys for different areas. Only a select few ranking soldiers have them. You want to walk freely around the runner? Then you're going to have to move up our ranks a bit first. Okay.
Evidently.
Keys are only given to ranking soldiers, is it? Navigating this place may prove difficult without those in our possession. We will need to acquire them then. Already trading treacherous whispers amongst yourselves, eh? Quit with the gossiping on already. Yeah, this is like a future dungeon. Is it here?
oh, nice.
It's much bigger than I thought. I almost forgot we're inside a gauntlet runner. Quit looking around so much. Now what have we got here? Are we letting schoolboys in the ranks now? These kids are our new recruits? Oh god. So that's all it took, eh? A little show at the exhibition. Used to be you'd have to prove yourself before you could stand with the count's men.
No.
They got Lord Luis's approval. If that's not enough for you, I'd keep it to yourself before someone knocks you off that pedestal.
What's the meaning of
What,
this?
these piss ants against me? Please, I'm a bloody sergeant. We could settle this right here, right now. They'll be wiping you off the walls.
Don't even try it.
Oh, leave it out, Zanth. Get your ass back to your post, that's in order.
Understood?
Just get this through your tiny heads. Power is everything around here. I give you 3 days at most till you run home. Tails between your legs. Nah, we'll be good.
Seriously.
You just gonna stand there or you gonna move? Come on. Alright, let's get going to Luis.
Here?
And this would be Lord Luis's quarters. Just a reception room, lass. He'd be daft to show a pack of strangers straight to his private quarters, wouldn't he?
Alright.
Lord Luis is waiting inside. Enter. Okay.
Hey.
Yes, that's my cue. I'll try looking around for this formula. Be careful, lots of sharp eyes about. I'll try. You'll stay safe too. See you soon, I hope. See ya, Gallica.
A beautiful city, Brialhaven. But it is its identity I truly respect. Oceana's navy might well have won them the Annex War, if Urchronia hadn't chosen to forgo their honor and launch an opportunist attack in the wake of a storm. Even now, united in the kingdom, their pride in their power is what keeps this city alive. You wish to join my ranks. I need ask little else. Instead, I would hear what you wish to know most.
Okay.
Ask and I will answer. That is why I've bid you come here.
Here we go.
What's your plan against Forden?
How do you plan on winning against Forden?
I will kill him. Not that my victory rests on doing so. That man and Sanctism both are malignant tumors in this country's flesh and must be excised to save it.
Aren't candidates protected by the king's magic?
The king is not a god. There is always a way.
Like the relics.
It is clear no small conviction drives you. Perhaps keeping you close will prove useful. You, assembled company, I hereby permit you to enter my service.
Oh, lovely. That was easy.
Obliged.
This is a heart of magic silver. Cut your finger and let the blood fall. A proper rite of loyalty. Shows how all our blood flows through the same heart.
Oh,
Watch
God.
yourselves, though. If your own heart's not true to our cause, well, it's not just a drop you lose. Might take off a whole limb.
Oh, God.
You hesitate.
It's just
that.
Fear and anxiety. They always lead the people astray. But power and order trumps all. That is the crux of my rule.
seems we have no choice. Oh, God. Oh, God.
Good. It would appear we've passed.
Oh, really?
Ha! Look at you, like knock-kneed lambs. Just having a bit of fun with you, eh? You think I'd go to all that effort?
On August 13th, I intend to hold a soiree in this city. It seems a fine opportunity for you to make your debut in my retinue.
Very exclusive, see? Only for those good enough to be part of our campaign. You should feel honored.
As my gauntlet runner requires some maintenance, the party shall be held at the feast hall where I'm staying. In the meantime, do as you will.
Okay. I wonder how Gallica's search is going.
Only this area feels any different from the rest. I need
Okay.
a key to get in, though. It'd be nice if I could see what's going on in here, too.
Is that boy candidate here already?
Meeting with Count Luis as we speak, I think. Didn't think he'd end up on our side.
I expect we'll run into each other on the job, eh? That said, let's get back to our rounds.
Yikes! They're coming this way! I have to hide!
Bro, just fly up.
Is this the other side of that door? Never thought it'd lead to a place like this.
So what's in there?
This area just screams suspicious with all the guards. The formula's gotta be somewhere around here. Is someone coming?
They're gonna be Luis. Oh no, her.
Figures they'd show up now. Isn't that the songstress? What is she doing here?
Lady Juna, is something amiss?
I do recall saying I didn't need a personal guard today.
Yes, but this is Luis's personal quarters, and we thought in case you needed...
Well, I don't. You can do your guarding downstairs for today. Do you understand? And, well, I mean, do you really want to be guarding this door when Count Luis returns? Oh, the things you would hear.
Oh, God.
How awkward for us both.
You mean... Idiot, don't make the lady repeat herself. Apologies, my lady. We'll make ourselves scarce.
Okay. So it looks like they're together.
Close one. Opportunities like this are so few and far between. I've got to get this back in place. Oh, wonderful. How are these arranged again?
A magic spell? Is that the formula?
Yeah, flying.
Just my luck. I can't
Oh.
carry out something that big, and now I know where it is.
Jolly good!
Uh-huh.
You've got the man's eyes on you. Now that you've sworn fealty, we can get right down in the guts of his Skyrunner.
I worry for Gallica. Perhaps we ask too much of her. I hope she's all right.
Ah, it seems you worried for naught.
I'm back!
Phew. You're clearly bursting with good news, too.
I know, right? I found where the formula is! I'm pretty sure I saw the real thing. Even if it wasn't, I'd bet the real one's somewhere in that room.
Masterfully done. We could have asked no better an infiltrator.
That songstress Juno was there too. I'm pretty sure it was Luis's private quarters. So I have to wonder what she was doing there.
Whatever the case, I assume you could lead the way to the room?
Well, yes, but it might be a bit tricky. To get to Luis's quarters, we'd need to go through the crew quarters, then through the starboard corridor, or the port corridor. You need a key to get into each of the divisions. Whoever's in charge at each guard post has one. Luis's private quarters have a special key too. That one's held by the representative on the bridge.
In short, we'll need to pass through 3 blocks. The crew quarters, either the starboard or port corridor, and the bridge.
It looked like he's usually got his quarters under guard. So we'll want to pick a time of day when there'll be less people around.
If we need it less crowded, then how about the night of the soiree? Surely it would be a skeleton crew.
Apparently the soiree will be held at the luxury inn that caters exclusively to the upper class. The soldiers manning his runner are bound to have duties in town that day.
He would have us debut as his supporters on that night.
Right.
How would we get away with not being present?
Maybe if we just excuse ourselves for a short time? We've got plenty of time to prepare. Securing an infiltration route, finding out when it will be less crowded. This is all work we can get done in advance. On the night of, Gallica and one other will slip out, swipe the formula, then return by the shortest route possible.
Have anyone in mind?
Right.
My hearing makes stealth jobs simple work.
No. I think he'd be our best bet.
You would have the guest of honor himself absent?
This is Luis we're talking about. He's bound to notice any absence. If we've lost on that front already, we might as well send our strongest.
What do you think? It would be risky as a near-solo infiltration. Are you up to the task?
Well, we'll have to make it work.
We'll just have to make it work.
You truly mean that?
Seriously. We're jumping from tightrope to tightrope here. We'll have to prep our infiltration strategy tomorrow. For now, let's get back to the inn and get some rest.
That reminds me.
By the way, do you remember the man we met in Luis's Gauntlet Runner? He seemed very proud of his strength.
Yes.
He was rather full of himself, yes. Sergeant Zankth, was it? He got told to go back to his post, which makes me wonder. He might be in charge of one of the runner's sectors.
I see.
That would be unfortunate. I could tell his strength was formidable even to be near him. I doubt he would simply let us pass. In any case, we should probably rest for today. We can talk in more details in the morning. Yeah, okay, let's go to bed.
Good night.
Good night. Cool, blimey.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
So we've got to infiltrate his Gauntlet Runner.
Now then.
Now, starting today, we need to work on an infiltration route to Luis's private quarters. The issue is those in charge of each area, the ones holding the keys. It would seem they make a formidable lineup. What shall we do? Maybe the simplest option is the best option. Get them alone, beat their key from them, and push forward.
Even so...
If we mean to attack, a short decisive encounter is the order of the day. If they call for reinforcements, we may not fare so well.
Yes.
Luis's subordinates have attained their rank through martial prowess. If we wound their pride, negotiation may still be on the table. Okay, this is a new challenge.
I'm a little worried.
Yeah.
Right, a new situation calls for new tactics. We ought to build up our strength by hunting bounties and the like, or we may end up over our heads. Unlike previous operations, time is of the essence when infiltrating. You'll need to keep your battle short, defeating the officers within a certain number of turns. Oh wow, okay. All the officers are quite strong and each will require you to be tactical. Gather information about them in town and utilize requests to strengthen your abilities to give yourself a fighting chance.
Then...
Maybe we could dig up some dirt through an informant, who knows, they might have a weakness we can exploit.
Got it.
Well then, before we can secure our route to his quarters, it sounds like we have to do some digging before the day of the soiree. So the soiree is on the 13th? I think so. We've got a long way. Deadline is the 12th. Okay. A mission with a deadline has begun. Be cautious of storms and inclement weather condition that may occur around Brohaven. Meet with your allies in Warship Harbour to infiltrate Luis's Gauntlet Runner. The interior of Luis's Gauntlet Runner is divided into 4 areas. The crew quarters, the starboard corridor, the port corridor and the bridge. You'll need to obtain a special key from the person in charge of the bridge in the deepest part of the ship. Don't forget you need to gain access to Luis's quarters by the day of the soiree.
Let's head there.
Well.
What now?
Okay, let's save. I've made it to 26 hours of playtime. I think here is where I'm going to end this episode. Thank you all very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe. It will really help me out. Or follow me on Twitch. That will help me out as well. And I hope you can tune into the next episode. Most likely tomorrow. So I'll see you all then. Take it easy. Bye.